The university is not the end of it. Just because you went through school and got great grades and then university and you graduated, that doesn't mean this is the end. This is actually the start.
What do you want to do after high school? This question stresses out every single teenager because the truth is, we can't make up our minds about what we're going to eat for breakfast, let alone a whole career.
But with applications around the corner, we need to do something about it. Join us every Thursday at 1, where we interview professionals in a variety of careers, so that one day we can answer this stressful question with confidence in our choices and ourselves. This is Career Hunt. Wouldn't you want to work at a job that allows you to double your salary in the same year? A job that requires a degree and people skills. Especially if you're an extroverted, social, outgoing person, you can leverage your personality to maximize your target-based salary. Hearing target-based salary, you probably have guessed this one. Today we're going to talk about the sales profession. Okay, so let's get into specifics. If we Google the definition of a salesperson, we get that a salesperson is a person whose job is selling things in a shop or directly to customers. It sounds very simple, but believe me, it's not as easy as that. To be successful in this job, you have to be a good convincing person and a people's person, because it's not easy to convince another party to buy a service or a product from you. So, how about the money? The average salary of a salesperson in Canada is around $50,000, but that's without adding the commission. So your salary will increase depending on how many deals you sell that year. And about the degree that you have to become a salesperson, it depends on the industry. So not all sales jobs require a university degree actually. However, various products and services may require different degrees. So for example, a medical representative has to have a background in medicine. But the most common degree in the sales field is a business degree, and that takes you around 4 years of studying at university. Oh, and about our guest, he's a very special person. He's one of the best salesmen out there. Not because he's my brother or anything. Believe me, he's a good one. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the interview. Tell us about yourself.
Sure. My name is Salih bin Hani. I'm 27 years old. I'm originally from Kufriyuba Irbid in Jordan. And I've been living in Canada for about 10 years now. Two different jobs. One of them is sales executive for a company called Treid. We do secure document shredding. It's mainly business to business. The second job is operating a car dealership out in Oakville, Ontario, for the people that are just wondering.
And why did you choose this job or these two jobs?
I mean, I've always been outgoing. Love to, interact with people. Not much of the type of guy that would sit around in an office, although that is currently the situation due to COVID, but let's hope that changes sometime soon. So yeah, I'm always outgoing and want to meet new people and stuff like that. So I just decided to get into sales because I feel like, it suits my personality, and, it makes a lot of money and I love money. So let's just put it that way.
Okay. Describe your post-secondary experience. How was university? Was it hard or?
So I went to Ryerson University out in Toronto. I did global management and business law there. I mean, I wouldn't say it was hard. If anything, it was, it was a lot of fun. Met a lot of people, a lot of interesting people from a lot of, different places. Because Toronto is quite diverse, but it wasn't hard. No, if you're asking, was it the education itself was not hard. Adapting to a new country was, but that had nothing to do with the actual university.
Okay. So for the next question, I'm going to give you a couple of choices and you're going to say if this job fits this person or not. Okay?
Okay.
So someone who wants to be wealthy.
Wants to be wealthy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it definitely fits. Yeah.
Okay. Someone who wants to be a leader?
Somebody who wants to be a leader, like, I mean, a lot of leaders within a lot of the, big 500 Fortune companies, their background is sales. So yeah, I mean, it's a proven record that, if you have a sales background, you're probably going to become a leader at some point. So yeah, to answer the question,
Yeah.
I think there'll be leaders too. Yeah.
Okay, someone who wants to have a generous amount of free time.
No. So you work the majority of the day. I would say from, anywhere between 6 a.m. to 8 p.m.
Oh,
You can be, busy any moment of the day. Yeah. If you're trying, when it comes to sales, a lot of your let's say total income comes from commission. So you're not necessarily, it's not guaranteed that, you have that biweekly paycheck where it comes in. It's more so that you get, your commission bonuses based on what you sell. So to be able to sell, you need to, put in the effort, which means, time is a part of that. So no, I wouldn't say you would have a lot of free time.
okay. Someone who wants to work with others. I think that's a yes, right?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, when it comes to sales, if you love to interact with other people and you're a people's person and you're social, I think it would fit you. Yeah.
Okay. Someone who wants to have a stable income.
No. So there's no stable income here. You might, 1 month you might make a big sale that will generate you $30,000, and then you might get into a situation where you have your base salary and you didn't sell anything this month. So you definitely need to budget yourself, not because, this month you made, $15,000 or $30,000. It doesn't mean that you're going to make the same next month. So you got to be very, very careful and budget yourself properly.
Okay. Someone who wants to be creative.
I mean, if you want to be creative, I don't think you should work for somebody else, right? I think you should work for yourself. If you want to be creative, then be creative, right? Be creative and create something new. Come up with new ideas and have people probably work for you. Because within a corporation, it's somewhat hard. There are restraints in terms of what you can do and what decisions you can make, especially at the level that I'm at. Senior management are the ones who usually make the decisions. So if I want to be creative, sure, I can come up with these ideas and present them to management. But if they decide not to go with them, then that is the case. So in my opinion, if you want to be creative and you want to make your own decisions, then yeah, you should start your own company.
Okay. Someone who wants to travel.
I mean, it depends on on the type of sales that you do. I mean, I know, we have the role of a national sales executive, which means that you can sell anywhere between, let's say North America. So you can be in Mexico one day and then the other you can be in the US. But remember that work hours still doesn't change. So you're still working between, anywhere between 6:37 to, let's say, 9 p.m. So you're traveling. Is it fun though? Right? Like, you got to keep that in mind. I don't know if that would be fun, especially being away from the family and whatnot, but yeah, you could travel. In some certain sales positions, you could travel.
Okay. So someone who wants to get a job easily with their degree.
Somebody who wants to get a job easily with their degree. Degrees, in my opinion, degrees will no longer land you a job. If you get into university with the with the opinion of, I'm going to go do this so I can go do this, your degree is not the reasons why you got that job. It could be your personality, it could be anything else, but the degree itself is no longer enough to get you into the job that you want. It's great to have, don't get me wrong. It's great to have, and probably will get you, your foot through the door to do the interview. Does that mean you got the job because, you graduated from Western University or Ryerson or UFT? No, that definitely is not the case. There's so many graduates out there that can't find jobs. So whenever you pick your major, keep that in mind. It's not about the job, it's about what you want to do.
Okay. So someone who wants to start a family early?
Sales is a bad idea. You don't have the time to be with family, right? You don't have the time. And I think if you're going to start a family and have a kid or two in the beginning of, early stages of, I don't know, your 20s or 30s or whatever the case may be, you need to spend time with family. And, if you're not going to do that, then maybe you should consider otherwise.
Okay. So describe a day in your job.
Sure. So I wake up around 5:30, 6 a.m. I usually pray, drink my coffee, pray, and then take a quick shower, sit on my email, check my emails, check if there's anything that I urgently need to respond to. After that, my day starts around, let's say 9 in terms of dials. So I start calling clients to book appointments, follow up on, deals that I have out with other clients, trying to close them, get them signed and get them billed. So between 9 to 12 p.m., I'm usually calling clients. I would do, anywhere between 30 to 45 dials between those 3 hours. Talking to clients as much as I can, booking appointments for the following days. After that, I take a quick lunch between half an hour to an hour, depending. Once I'm back from lunch, I usually focus on the tasks that I set out to do. So for example, if I need to send, a little bit more information to one of the clients that asked me to, then I'll do that. If I need to follow up on something, then I'll do that. If I need to connect with our newer reps within the company to kind of walk them through some of the stuff or help them with anything, then, I go and do that. But my afternoons are usually open for more admin stuff, not necessarily the decision making. The decision making always happens before 9 a.m. for me. And then later in the afternoon, after I would say 4 or 5, I focus on my own job, which is the dealership. I take a look at the postings that we have online, make sure that they're getting the viewings that they should, and if we need to promote them or not. And then I do some research on finding new cars that we can purchase for us to be able to sell.
Okay.
So that's kind of my day, yeah.
Okay. So is there space for growth in your job? Like promotions, salary increases, and stuff like that?
Not at the moment. Not at the moment. The reason why I say that is because we're an American company, so most of our revenue comes from the U.S., right? So 86% of our total business is out in the U.S. So I deal with the Canadian market, right? So the Canadian team is not necessarily that important for the company. I know it sounds outrageous because they're people just like everybody else, but again, the company's focus is on the American market, so they haven't been focusing on the Canadian market, and for that reason, there hasn't been any promotions for any of the sales executives that we have here in Canada for the past, I would say, 2 years. We're hoping that would change in the near future, but with COVID, it's kind of hard to expect that. But I mean, we always hope that changes.
Okay. So who is this job for? Like the type of personality or interests, skills?
Sure. It's a type of person that is a hunter. What I mean by hunter is you have the confidence to go out and meet with new people. You're not scared to interact with people, and the type of person that wants to help, right? So a lot of people look at the sales job as that job where somebody's calling you and just annoying you or bugging you. It's more so that a sales job is more so where you reach out to somebody to show them how you can make their life better. So for example, if you're driving like an old car, for example, and a salesperson from a dealership reaches out and says, you know what, Lena, I saw that you guys are I saw you driving in a really old car. We actually have this like really nice red Mini Cooper that I think it would be a great fit for you. It won't break down on the road when you're trying to get to university. It would make your life a lot easier. You'll be able to focus on, your studies and whatnot. That is help, right? He's finding the pain that you have and he's trying to help you fix it, right? And in return, he's getting that revenue to feed his family and the business, right? So that is sales. So if you're out there to help people, you enjoy being around people and talking to them, then I would consider sales. Yeah.
Okay. So do you have a story that you can tell us about your job?
Interesting. Okay. Sure. So I've been working for the company for about 5 years and a bit now. started off in the analytics department. So we did business intelligence, mainly reporting and whatnot. And it definitely wasn't my personality, I'll tell you that much. A lot of them that were in the department, just to give you an idea, great guys, very genuine, but, they're more about, they would talk about Star Wars or Pokemon or, it definitely isn't my personality. I'm very different. I've never watched Star Wars. Like it's not something that I watch. And these guys are smart. Like when I mean smart, like they can do math in their heads. Like they don't need a calculator. They know everything that has to do with computers and laptops and software and whatnot. So I came in and I'm very, type of guy that just graduated, doesn't know much and looking to learn. And I definitely did. The guys were genuine. They taught me everything that they knew, and it was a great experience. But 2.5 years into it, I decided to switch my career and get into sales because I thought it fits my personality more. And the reason to why I say, for anybody out there that's looking to get into university or graduating university and looking to get a job, focus on what fits your personality, not just a job. Because, you could go 2 years, 3 years into the job and it's not something you like, right? You'll learn, I'm sure you will, but it's not something you like. So always focus and try to reflect on what is it that you like? What do you think you can excel at? And focus on applying for those roles. Although you'll learn a lot in different roles, I think when you take something that fits your personality, you'll excel at it very, very quickly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was your degree worth it?
Yeah. I mean, listen, I'm not the problem is, I think, I don't want people misunderstanding me when I say, is it worth it or not? To answer your question, I think that people should start considering other ways and means of learning. And university and degrees are not the only way to learn. Nowadays, the internet is out and open. And there's no excuse for you to say, oh, like, no, I don't have a degree, so I can't do this or I can't do that. You can learn it. The internet opened up everything for you. You can pick up, your laptop, tablet, whatever, even your phone, and start reading and learning. And, there's plenty of websites and stuff that teach you how to do things. So, if you didn't go to university, do I think that you won't succeed? Absolutely not, right? And if you went to university, do I think that, you have the education? Sure, theoretically, but I wonder how that's going to transition into the real world. So keep that in mind for anybody, again, that's going into university and graduating from university. The university is not the end of it. Just because you went through school and got great grades and then university and you graduated, that doesn't mean this is the end. This is actually the start of your work life. And, it takes a lot. It takes a lot. So just be prepared, stay humble, and learn as much as you can.
Okay. So that's your advice for it.
Yeah, I think for anybody that thinks university is good for them, then you should pursue it. And for anybody that thinks that, university is 4 years, it's a lot of my life and I don't want to do it. Maybe I want to learn a trade, or maybe I want to work for somebody who I know. I mean, do it, right? We're in a generation where you can learn everything that you need online, and it doesn't take an institution to teach you or to give you a piece of paper to tell you you're educated. So keep that in mind as well.
Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
I guess that's it.
Okay, thank you so much, Lana.
Thank you.
It was a pleasure. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Bye.
Thank you guys so much for watching.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
And comment down below if you think this job is a good fit for you.
And if it's not, comment down below which one you'd like us to do next time.
See you next time.
Bye!